To the great wide open, wanna set my spirit free. Won't stop till I reach the ocean. Gonna break these chains holding me.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Nick's Aviation YouTube channel. As you can tell, I'm in this big room again. And today, we have an awesome video, as you probably saw by the title, where I'm doing my list of what I think is the 10 most dangerous airports in the world. You will get to see my list and I will explain each one. I'm sorry for the lack of content last week. I will be making up for those by doing daily uploads, and I'm trying to figure out a schedule, and as soon as I know my schedule, I will give you guys another content update. If you do like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to the Nick's Aviation YouTube channel for more awesome aviation related content just like this. Number 10. Princess Juliana International Airport in Saint Martin. This airport is known for incredible plane spotting at Maho Beach, but is also very dangerous because of the jet blasts it produces when planes take off and land. So, another issue with this airport are a lot of crosswinds. And here, I decided to go ahead and take off. I'm in a KLM Boeing 747-400, which used to fly to the airport. But now KLM only flies the A330. The airport takes the number 10 spot on today's list because of those. There was actually only a fatal incident just recently when a person was violently thrown from the fence that encloses the airport at the beach, and the person broke their neck and sadly died. As you can tell here, it's a good enough runway for the 747, and now I'm coming back to land. Here I'm in the plane spotter's perspective on Maho Beach, and here you can really get a perspective of, yeah, they come right over your head. And yeah, it was a pretty rough landing, but that's kind of common because of the airport's short runway. Number 9. Our number 9 spot today is held by Toncontin International Airport, which is the main airport for Tegucigalpa, Honduras. On the approach, as you can see here, I did in a Boeing 757-200 in American Airlines old livery. There is a huge bank right before touchdown, and also there is a significant amount of wind at this airport. There was actually recently a fatal accident. I wouldn't say recent, it was a couple of years ago, where an Airbus A320 overran the runway and crashed onto a road, which there's actually a cliff at the end of the runway if you can't really see, but it's not a very steep cliff, but enough for a fatal accident. Here's an image of the Taka Airbus A320 that crashed off the end of Toncontin's airport. So here we go, and that's when, I land. It was actually kind of a rough landing, as you can tell. The runway was actually pretty short, and I can see why the A320 actually overran. If you have a heavy aircraft, you're not going to do very well in terms of stopping capabilities. See, I'm already at the other end of the runway, the other touchdown zone. Here I am taking off in an Airbus A320-200 in just a generic livery. And usually the A320 doesn't take a huge runway to take off, but you'll notice that the shortness of this runway can be kind of difficult for the A320, especially if you have stuff like headwind, which typically wouldn't take off into headwind anyway, which is good. But when we fly over, you will be able to see the cliff which the Taka crashed. And yeah, we barely actually lifted off before the touchdown zone on runway 20. There we go, you can see the cliff. But for now, let's move on to the next. Number 8. Here we have Gibraltar International Airport, and there's a road in the middle of it, like. But here, Gibraltar is actually its own country, not the airport, but it's the country, and a country needs an airport. It's probably on the southernmost tip of Europe. Here I'm in a British Airways Airbus A320-200 performing a takeoff. Some of the most dangerous parts about this airport is, first of all, the Gibraltar Rock that I'm actually situated on in this camera view. And then also the major road. As you can see, there are road markings there. That is Gibraltar's main and busiest road. The road is shut down and everybody has to stop when, you know, there's a plane taking off or landing, and there have been some close calls. The other problem is usually when landing. Here, as you can tell, it's by the ocean, and there is a lot of wind and wind shear that can really affect the pilot. Here I have around, I think, 23 knot wind shear, but that is definitely not the worst that's going to be in this video. And for those reasons, Gibraltar has earned itself the number 8 spot on this list. Number 7. The number 7 spot is taken by Madeira Funchal Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport in Madeira, or Madeira. This airport is only accommodating A320s and 737s and all aircraft lower than that. Interesting feature, those poles were actually implemented because of several fatal accidents involving overruns. Here, you can see I'm doing an approach in a TUI fly, Boeing 737-800 with split scimitars, with one other thing. 45 knot crosswinds, and that's the major problem with this airport. All the time, crosswinds, and that's why a lot of the flights at this airport get canceled for safety, and also, you know, yeah, just for safety, basically. But another thing is that this airport has had a lot of fatalities and fatal accidents, and that is why they actually built an extension for the runway that I showed you with all those white poles. Landings are typically rough here, and this airport is located actually on an island that is considered Portugal. The number 6 spot on today's list goes to Castlegar Airport, or West Kootenay Airport, which is situated in British Columbia, Canada. Here it is on the map in Infinite Flight. I was actually going to go here when I was going to Nelson, but sadly our flight got cancelled. And that is why the airport is nicknamed Castlegar. The runway is commonly covered by ice in the winter and is also extremely foggy, which is shown in this accurate simulation, which causes tons of cancellations a year. The airport also has quite a steep bank on the approach, which is quite hard to do in a de Havilland -8 400 or the Bombardier Q400, which is the largest aircraft that serves the airport on behalf of Air Canada Express and WestJet Encore. For these reasons, Castlegar Airport takes our number 6 list, or number 6 spot on today's list. this is actually going to be the end of part 1 of 2. See, YouTube will only let me upload 15-minute videos, and I'm getting to that point where it's at the 15-minute mark. So I'm going to put the rest of the 5 to 1, all in a separate video. I hope you guys enjoyed part 1, and part 2 will be out in, I would say, about 20 minutes to half an hour from when this goes out. Hopefully no more than that. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this. Stay tuned for part 2.
Make it a strong night, have some fun. For a little while I'll be a castaway, gonna let the sun shine in.